Hi gals, welcome back to another episode of Zero Waste Closet. So there is a lot that has happened in the last week. Let me start with the fact that I have just turned over my store to a new owner, Mackenzie, who is absolutely fabulous. If you're here in Fountain Hills, I really suggest that you guys pop into Chill Boutique. She is just adding so many fabulous new pieces to our consignment collection over there. I will link to her new website in the description box below. So if you are all about just creative, fun, sustainable shopping, then you're definitely going to want to visit the new Chill Boutique. In my own life, I am moving forward in the real estate world, and so I am going to be focusing on listing homes, selling homes, and all things that have to do with creating fabulous spaces. And so what does that mean for this channel? Well, one thing that has not changed and will not change is that I am incredibly interested in helping both myself and all of you find a way to live joyfully with less. And so I am going to be taking my interest in a minimalist and more streamlined, sustainable wardrobe into the bigger realm of how can we apply these lessons to the spaces in which we live. And so in light of that, you're probably going to be seeing more content on this channel that goes outside of our wardrobes and starts exploring spaces like our pantries, our bathrooms, our living rooms, our storage spaces, maybe even our kids' rooms. I really want to look at how to create just more peace in our outer spaces so we can also cultivate more inner peace. Today we are going to do a wardrobe video because we are definitely starting to roll into spring, especially here in Arizona. We're getting those temperatures that are kind of fluctuating. So some days will be above normal, other days it will suddenly cool down and be back in the 60s, which for us here in Arizona is chilly. And so it's a little bit of a confusing time with our wardrobes, but it really got me to thinking, as I've got some more time on my hands now to clean out my wardrobe, what are those most fundamental functional pieces? If I were really a true minimalist, which I'm sort of an aspiring minimalist, but if I was someone who really had a very concise wardrobe, what are those most basic of pieces that are perfect for spring that I can get so much use out of, that really have a lot of year-round potential, that I kind of feel like anybody aspiring to be more minimalistic with their wardrobes really ought to have in their closet, that kind of go with any personal style. You can adapt them for any wardrobe. Well, I have boiled it down to 5 highly functional pieces, and I'm going to walk you through what those pieces are and show you a few looks with each. So let's go visit my closet. Okay, gals, well, we're not in my closet because I looked in my closet and went, oh, I'm not ready for you guys to see that yet. So that will be marked for a future video. But these are the 5 highly functional pieces going into spring that came out of my closet. So let's start with number 1, the piece that I think every single woman needs, and that is a wonderful white linen button-down shirt. Now, if white's not your thing, this particular shirt actually comes in a lot of different colors. So here's what's distinctive about this. It's a very lightweight linen. It's very soft, very floaty. If you're familiar with linen, it comes in a lot of different varieties. And one type that I don't like is that super stiff linen, or one that's overly crinkly. This one is just really soft. It steams up really nicely after you've washed it. And I particularly like it oversized because that tends to give me a lot more styling options. So let's take a look at 3 different ways I think this can easily be styled. My favorite, probably easiest go-to look with a shirt like this is just to wear it open like a shirt jacket. That's nice because it gives you just easy coverage, maybe for those cooler mornings and evenings. And also maybe you're someone who doesn't really like her arms exposed. Maybe you're a little self-conscious about that. I hear that a lot from women. Well, this is a really great piece to throw over a tank top and just casually layer maybe over jeans like I've done here, maybe even some fun novelty jeans. And it just gives you that very easy breezy vibe of spring and summer. And if you want to dress this up over like a nice trouser pant, you could also wear it as a shirt jacket. But that's definitely my favorite go-to look. I also like this shirt because it's so versatile. So if I want to take it from that easy breezy kind of unstructured open look into a more polished look, say for the office, say for something like my new real estate career, then I'm going to close the shirt. I'm going to button it, and I am going to, in my case, I love high waist pants. I'm going to pair it back to something more high waisted. It could be a jean. In this case, I love it fully tucked into a nice flowy high waist trouser. That to me is such a classic, beautiful, easy look. It could be a casual office look, but it could also be more elevated, maybe with the right accessories, maybe a higher wedge heeled shoe. This is definitely something that channels something a little bit more formal, a little more elevated. And finally, a very easy way to wear this shirt and work it into your existing wardrobe is to use it as an outer layer to tie at the waist. Now you could definitely do that easily over a pair of jeans, trouser pants, but I especially love it over some kind of maybe flowy dress where you tie it at the waist like this long floaty dress, and then it gives more of the vibe of a skirt underneath with the shirt tied at the top. I also like that contrast of the more masculine collared shirt over a more floral, feminine look on the bottom. I think that's a nice juxtaposition, and that's just super easy with any dress or even jumpsuit that you currently have in your closet. All right, gals, let's move on to piece number 2. And I want to just note as well that for that particular white shirt in this next piece I'm about to show you, I will provide links to these pieces that I do believe are currently available as of the shooting of this video. I'll put those links in the description box below. These were great scores on Amazon, so once you click on those links, you'll see. Number 2 is this little short sleeve denim jacket. I am obsessed. I recently just bought this. It was a very affordable price. What I especially love about this is it's very, very lightweight, incredibly lightweight. I can work with this year round, as we're gonna see in just a moment. And honestly, if I had to choose between having a long sleeve denim jacket and a short sleeve one in my closet, I think I would actually go with the short sleeve because of, as we've been talking about, as any minimalist would think of, because of its versatility. So let's talk about a few of the looks. Okay, girls, so look number 1 is just to take a piece like this. It's the perfect finishing touch to a jumpsuit, like a flowy jumpsuit or a flowy maxi dress going into spring and summer. As we talked about with the last piece, some of you don't always love exposing your arms, so this is a nice way to get some coverage on those upper arms, especially with something that has spaghetti straps. In this case, I have a really fabulous flowy jumpsuit. It's really, really fun. It's got a great vacation-y vibe, but if I want to make it just a little more pulled together looking, maybe again it just needs something to break it up a bit, then, or let's say it's something like this with a very heavy pattern, then the addition of the short sleeve denim jacket tones it down a little bit, makes it, oddly enough, even though because it's denim, it makes it a little more sophisticated looking in my opinion. So this could be easily paired back to any maxi dress as well in my closet. Look number 2 kind of almost does the opposite for me. It takes something that might be a little more office-y and tones it down and makes it a little more casual. And so in this particular case, I have a matching navy top and bottom set, which is great. It's very just clean, very classic. But let's say I just want to give it a more relaxed, laid back, casual Friday kind of vibe, or just easy weekend vibe. Simply adding in the short sleeve denim jacket tones the whole thing down and just makes it super easy and wearable, and just adds an element of interest as well. Okay, and finally, gals, remember I mentioned that this piece has great year-round potential. So I envision on the cooler days of spring, or maybe even going into fall or winter here in Arizona, I could take a fitted long sleeve top like this red one I have on here. And this kind of does double duty here, because not only is it great over the long sleeve top, but it also adds some edginess by pairing it back to a matching denim. We've talked all year long about how cool, all year, all of last last year too, how cool denim on denim is. Well, I love this look, and the long sleeve under the short sleeve just adds that even extra one element of classic cool edginess. All right, gals, this third piece may seem a little cliche in the sense that if you've been obsessed like I am with looking at capsule wardrobe videos, I don't think anyone ever makes one without showing the striped shirt, but there's a reason for that. This is such an important piece, in my opinion, of a more minimalistic wardrobe because, you know, sometimes we want to be really casual, but maybe just going with a plain white t-shirt, it's just too casual, but we want to be comfortable. We want to be comfortable, casual, and yet pulled together looking. And I don't know what it is about a striped shirt that just always makes you feel extra polished. So this shirt can easily be dressed up or down, and let's look at some of my favorite ways to do that. Okay, well, there's totally nothing more polished in my opinion or more French looking than taking a striped t-shirt and pairing it back to some really classic white jeans. It's just so crisp, so clean, so classy. And this is one I definitely can envision myself wearing on a casual day at the office or easily out to dinner. This is a look that's really easy to travel with. This is just one of those where if I don't know what to wear, this always comes together super easily. It's just one of those things I can grab for. Now, I also love the striped shirt for a pairing piece with a blazer. So if I do have a more put together looking day in the office and I need something to throw under a navy blazer or a black blazer, I'm gonna reach for my striped t-shirt in a heartbeat. So much more comfortable to me than putting it on with a like buttoned collared shirt. So I would do that. I would tone it down a little bit by pairing it back to jeans. So I've got the boyfriend blazer over the stripes with the jeans, and I feel perfectly appropriate to go from work straight out to dinner. This could even be an easy casual weekend outfit, very kind of Parisian street chic. Okay, gals, and finally, I love this shirt for layering, not just underneath blazers, but underneath jumpsuits and overalls. When I get really casual, I love my denim overalls. I especially love my denim overall dress, but sometimes that can read really, really casual. And going forward in my life, we'll address this in another video, I do want to start really trying to look a little bit more polished. And so by adding the striped shirt underneath the denim jumpsuit or the denim dress romper, I just feel like I do look a little bit more refined than I normally would with just a plain white t-shirt. Gals, piece number 4 that I think is such an important spring essential is some kind of short sleeve sweater, particularly like a pullover sweater. But if you wanted to, you could make it like a little cardigan sweater. But I just happen to really love this black one that I have in my closet. It has a little bit of a poof sleeve. It is a sweater knit, and there are a couple of reasons I really like this. One, because as we talked about, the weather can kind of change back and forth. It's not the temperature outside has not fully committed itself to summer yet, so I can be freezing at times. So having the sweater knit gives me that little bit of warmth. On top of everything else, it's back to what we were saying with the striped shirt, and that is that I want this to look a little more elevated than just a simple t-shirt. And so this accomplishes some of the same styling purposes that a t-shirt would, but it has the more refined look of a sweater. So let's take a peek at some of my favorite pairings. So with all of the pieces that we've seen so far, we've seen that they all go beautifully back to jeans. So for those of you who are like the super casual minimalist, all of these things, simple outfit formula, jeans. Well, that is absolutely true here. And I could definitely do it with a blue jean, but in this case, I think a little outside the box. I pair it back to this celery colored wide leg jean, just a little bit edgier, a little more fun. And I think it's a little more refined. So I could easily wear this to the office. This would be great for house showings. If I wanted to take it out to dinner, I could pair it back to a heel. And it is the fact that it is a sweater knit that I think elevates the look so much over just a basic t-shirt. If I wanted to be more intentional about making this a more dressed up piece, then it pairs beautifully back to flowy trousers. So once again, I'm into simple dressing where I don't have to think too hard. And so just bringing this back to some flowy black wide leg pants and putting a cool leopard belt on with it, I've got a great look for the office, and I didn't have to work hard at all. It just feels chic and pulled together, and I definitely could not accomplish this with just simply a t-shirt. And finally, gals, I just think this is a great piece to pair back to a silky slip skirt or a silky slip dress. And in this case, I'm actually wearing my favorite slip dress, and I put it over the top. You would never know it's a dress. It looks more like a skirt. And to finish the look, I pull a belt around the waist, and the whole thing is very easy, very polished. Again, perfect for the office and very elegant and easy for an evening out. So look at all of these different fun, versatile looks I got out of just one simple top. And gals, last but not least in our lineup of items that I think every minimalistic woman needs in her spring wardrobe is the open weave duster cardigan. This is a piece I have had for years. I think I got this at Anthropologie years ago, so I'm sorry, it's probably not currently available, but I feel like this is a very easy piece to replicate if you don't already have something like this. And I love this for the obvious reason that it gives me some extra warmth on those cooler days, but it also just tends to finish a look with ease. It's such an easy and comfortable way to add polish. So let's take a look at some of my favorite pairings here. Okay, so first, it's kind of ironic to me because this is one of my very favorite outfits, and it is so effortless, I can't even tell you. And it is just simply to take my neutral duster cardigan and put it over a basic tank top, jeans, and sneakers. This could be my everyday casual go-to look, and it's simple. If you wanted to elevate the look a little, make it just slightly more refined, a little less casual, you could bring it back to white jeans instead of blue jeans, and I think that would be absolutely stunning. For my next pairing, I thought a little bit outside the box and decided that I wanted to put some floaty, easy breezy pants underneath, very like spring weight pants. And I needed something to pull it all together so it didn't feel like too much fabric. And it's just so easy to change your look up by throwing a belt around a very nice lightweight long cardigan like this. So if you feel like maybe you're petite and a long cardigan overwhelms you, try belting it, and I guarantee you're gonna get a different result. And it also elevates the look enough for a more dressy occasion, or again, maybe a day at the office. And last but not least on this one, this is something that we haven't visited at all yet in this video, and that is the idea of something strapless. Do any of you have a strapless piece in your closet that maybe is perfect for a more formal event, or maybe is just so cute but you never know what to do with it because you don't feel comfortable wearing your strapless piece? Well, in this case, I have a strapless jumpsuit that I absolutely love, but I would not be comfortable wearing it to the office like that. But if I throw the long duster cardigan over the top, it gives me coverage. It totally changes the look, makes it much more refined, and it makes something that was an otherwise pretty restrictive piece very wearable and accessible for daily life. So this cardigan can serve many, many purposes, and in this case, coverage is the number one thing. Gals, I hope this was a great kickstart to your spring cleaning of your wardrobes, and I hope this got you thinking about those most functional pieces in your closet. Again, I don't always advocate going out and spending lots of money and accumulating a lot more stuff, but if you don't have any of these 5 pieces, I would highly encourage you to think about adding some of these to your wardrobe, because as we've talked about, you can get so many different types of outfits out of these, and when it comes to what one refers to as cost per wear, getting the most use out of your clothes, well, these are pieces that I think can really go the distance. If you guys liked this week's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps this channel. And of course, as always, if you haven't already, please make sure to jump on and subscribe here to Zero Waste Closet, and that way you guys get a notification whenever I come out with new videos. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Have a great week.